Hey everyone, it's Phoenix here, back with another client makeover tutorial for you on the beautiful Tammy with this golden bronzy glowy look. So first off, I'm going to do the eyes rather than the base, and that's because I'm using glitter today. So I'm going to start off by putting a layer of concealer and then powder on the eyes first, and we will come back to the face and do the base once the eyes are done. So to start off with, I am using a Phoenix eyeshadow called Toffee. Toffee is a gorgeous warm-toned winter brown, and it's a really solid kind of dense matte shade that you can build up. And as you can see here, I'm just layering this in the outer corner of the crease and on the eyelid, and then just bringing it forward to the center and all the way across to the center crease. So just layer on the color and then build it up. Once you've got enough intensity, you can then go over with your second color. I'm going to use now our Phoenix highlighters. This is 03, so it's the darker shade, and it is just the most beautiful golden bronze shade. It just has this beautiful gold highlight to it, and it just looks beautiful on the skin, but I wanted to show what it looks like on the eyes because you can use it as eyeshadow as well. And now to the eyelid area, I am applying our Phoenix liquid eyeshadow. This is in our lighter color Starburst, and with this I am applying a really decent amount of coverage, like a really thick layer of the liquid eyeshadow, to really build it up so that it becomes a primer, because over the top I'm going to be placing a pigment. So definitely apply a heavy layer of this when you do it. You do want to work quite quickly with this because you don't want the liquid eyeshadow to completely dry before you've had a chance to put the pigment on. So over the top of that, I am using our Phoenix pigment, which has particles of glitter in it as well. This is called Beige Breeze, and that just is a heavy layer over the top of the liquid eyeshadow. And then I just went back in with the eyeshadow that we first applied in the crease area, just to darken that whole area there and make it a little bit more intense, and I also found it made the pigment pop even more. So then moving on, you want to wipe off any fallen glitter on the face with a makeup wipe, and then I applied concealer under the eyes. I'm not going to do the base yet, but I am going to do some eyeliner, so I wanted to have a solid base of concealer under the eyes, and I just used a mixture of shades. I used a shade that matched Tammy's skin tone exactly, and then a little bit of a lighter one to highlight as well, and then I just put a little bit of loose powder over the top of that. And with that same eyeshadow color that we used to start with, I'm using that as my eyeliner, blended it out, and then I put a little bit of that highlighter over the top to give it a bronze effect. And then I used our Phoenix highlighter in 01, which is the lightest shade called Enlighten, in the inner corners of the eye, and then applied black mascara, and then I put our Rita eyelashes over the top. And then the crucial part of this look is eyebrows, and if you'll notice, Tammy's got such a gorgeous kind of warm toned hair with that blonde highlight through it, so I wanted to use a really warm shade in the brows. I actually used the same eyeshadow that we used on the eyes. So once the brows are filled in, you can go in and do your base. I'm using our Phoenix Liquid Custom Blend Foundation in the dewy finish. Applied a really even coverage of that all over, and then as a concealer and as extra coverage, I used our Phoenix Stick Foundation. It's quite a glam eye makeup look, and we're using lots of highlighter, so you do want the skin looking really flawless, so don't be afraid to use a full coverage for this look. And then I put our baked mineral powder over the top. And now to add contour and depth and to sculpt the face, but also to add a real bronzy glowy tone, I'm using our baked powder in, it's called Fiji is the color. It's just this really gorgeous contoured shade, but it has a gold highlight through it, so it adds a beautiful glow to the skin. And I'm doing the contour in a number 3, so I'm just going along the hairline, under the cheekbone, and then under the jawline as well. And I like to use a powder brush that's got a little bit of that face powder on it to go in the areas where you don't contour, so just along the temple and the top of the cheek, and then under along the jaw. So I just find that that helps the contour to stand out even more. And then for lips, I wanted to sculpt the lips a little bit with a darker shade around the edge of the lips and then go in with a softer, lighter shade in the center. So I'm using Phoenix lip liner in Pecan, which is a gorgeous brown shade. It's also very similar to the contour that we used on the cheeks, just very similar in tone. So I'm using that to outline the lips and then blend a little bit towards the center. And then with our lipstick in Bare Truth and a tiny little bit of Cloud 9 plumping gloss, I've mixed those two together to create this gorgeous lip shade. And now to highlight the skin to give it a real golden glow, I'm using a mixture of Phoenix highlighter in 02 and 01. So 02 has got a really gorgeous golden tone to it, and then 01 is a little bit more silver, kind of like a platinum silver. It is lighter, so it's got that real blinding highlight, but I love the tone of the medium 02 shade. And then to finish the look completely, I put our nude eyeliner in the bottom waterline of the eye, which gives a real fresh finish to the makeup. And that is all finished. That is a wrap. I think she looks so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful golden bronze look that anyone could wear. It is really simple as well, so it is quite easy to do. It just can get a little bit messy with the glitter, so be careful with that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.